Southwest Medical Hospice Care, the sponsors of this segment, provide the right care at the right time and with the right companion. Here's more.
I was a nurse for over 40 years. I have experience in geriatrics, pediatrics, home health care, and other settings, and I really wanted to be able to volunteer after I retired and finally get to do that with hospice. I've experienced over my career several patients at the end of life journey, and it really intrigued me. I was able to see what hospice was about, what hospice does. Southwest Medical Hospice is amazing and very, very supportive of its volunteers. They will help sort of guide you in the right direction, what my interests might be, or the good fit for the patient or client, but also being very aware of perhaps time I might need off or my schedule that might change. They're very, very helpful. We're here to celebrate my good buddy, Alan. I was able to have him as a client for several months, in which I visited with him on a regular basis, and we had a really, really good connection. He was a very famous trombone player in this area. So when I met Alan, we really had nothing in common. He's a famous musician, and I know nothing about music, and you can just see him writing music, and he thinks that, music is coming out of his every orifice, every pore, everywhere. And I said to him, it's hard for me to wrap around folks that are so artistic and have so much ability in these areas. And he said, Martha, you're doing just what you need to be doing. I think anyone that's in their end-of-life journey, or whatever the case may be for them, is just being able to be present, being able to be there for them, to be able to listen, as a volunteer, you're not really engaged emotionally, so perhaps those folks, the doors are opened a little more for conversation, whether it be triumphs or, mistakes, or the love of my life, or the best steak I ever had. It's just really nice to have those doors open and the communication just flows. I would encourage anyone that's interested in becoming a Southwest Hospice volunteer to fill out the information and put your application in. There are so many ways to volunteer. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a patient or a patient's home. It can be in the office, filling out cards, helping deliver things to people, or it can be light housekeeping, walking a pet. There's just so many ways to volunteer, and I assure you, you will get more than you give.
Thank you to Southwest Medical for sponsoring this segment. For more information, you can call 702-671-1111 or visit the webpage right there on your screen.